Hi there, my name's Mel Ashworth and welcome to Coffee with the Councillor, and today I've got the pleasure of talking with Jan Holloway. Good morning, Jan.
Good morning, Mel.
Oh, sorry. Let's do it officially.
Oh, yes.
Right, now which ward and party are you with?
I'm with Ebden Ward, which is just on the outskirts of North Whirl, and I'm a Conservative.
Okay, thank you. And how long have you been a councillor?
Just since May, so it's all totally new to me, and it's quite a steep learning curve as well.
Yes, yes. What have you found most difficult?
The paperwork. You have to do so much reading, and you have to really study things. Right. And it's a long time since I was at school.
It feels like that, does it?
It does, it does.
What motivated you to get involved in local politics?
I've always been a Conservative. I was born in Whirl, my family come from Whirl, and I started reading things in the Mercury, and I suppose in a way, not so much criticising, but asking questions. Yeah. Why are things done this way? Why do people think that way? And then, but I'm not being heard. So I thought the only way of finding out before criticising anybody was to join. Right. See what goes on.
Yes, absolutely.
And represent the people in my area.
And you got voted in. Fabulous.
Absolutely,
wonderful. Yes. You know, because how few women are there in local politics and in national politics, and so it's such a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
You know, what do you think we can do to get more women into politics?
Just encourage them to take account for what's happening in their area and say, well, you know, you have a voice, you have careers. Things have changed so much for women now that they can have it all. They can have families, they can have a career. So why not politics? Right. That's just another step.
Absolutely.
And I think women, you know, we've got a lot of common sense, really.
Well, hear.
Thank you.
I'm all for that. Fabulous. What do you think makes a good councillor then?
Someone who listens to their people that they're representing, but with a love for the town. I really do love Weston with a vengeance. And I think to keep it going and to keep it... I'm waffling on now.
No, you're not. No, I think it's important, because one of the things that people say locally is, if you're not from Weston, why are you part of the local council? Because when you are part of the town itself, you come from a completely different place in your motivation, I think, for seeing the best for the town. Would you agree?
I do agree. Yeah. And I married in 1968 and moved away because my husband was in the Royal Air Force. And I found that each time we came home to visit family, I noticed changes being made in the town, and a lot of them I wasn't really happy about. Some I thought, well, this is good. Others I thought, well, the town is changing. And at one time, I referred to Weston as a very old lady, and at one time she became very down and out and badly dressed.
A bit of a bag lady.
Yes, absolutely. Then in the last sort of 10, 12 years, somebody started dressing her. She looks like a smart lady again, and I want to be part of that. I want to see that through.
I love that description. I think that's fantastic. I'm going to refer to it that way. You've answered quite a few of my questions already. You're from Whirl. Where did you go to school, Jan?
I went to Locking Road Primary School.
Was that Wallace Scott Infants at the time?
No. It's now flats. And then I went to the school next door, Winterstoke Secondary Modern School.
Oh, right.
So my parents decided to send me into town to school rather than go to the village school.
Okay, fabulous. Did you go on to college or anything like that? Or
no.
What career did you go into?
No.
Or have a family? You say you've been married 43
years.
My goodness.
So I was married at 21.
Wow, that's amazing. That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you and your husband are definitely a team then?
I'd like to think so,
Yeah.
but it's not all smooth sailing. You know, we have our moments.
But
like,
he obviously supports you in your role as a councillor.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, he does now.
Must be important.
It does, because I'm not at home a lot. We're both retired now, and I've got so many things that I've got my finger into.
Yes.
That being Darby and Joan sitting at home by the fireside is not me.
It's not going to happen, is it?
No, definitely not.
Okay, so what do you like to do to relax? Not that you get much time to relax.
I love my garden.
Garden.
I absolutely love, but then it's in the blood because my family were market gardeners. So I do enjoy gardening.
Okay, so what was their name?
Bartlett.
Bartlett.
Yes.
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
know the name, but I'm sure there's people watching who will know it. Yeah, great. Now, 3 people, Jan, that you'd like to invite to a dinner party, living or dead. Obviously alive at the dinner party.
Only 3?
3 for now, because we've got a short interview to do.
Oh, right.
We'll talk later about the rest of it.
Stephen Fry.
He would come to
Oh, I think he's a wonderful man. Conversation wouldn't dry up.
Not at all.
And he's so intelligent, so clever.
Yes. Very witty.
Yes, very, very witty. A bit of a rock chick. So
really?
Freddie Mercury. Oh my gosh, what a showman.
No one's chosen him yet.
Oh, I thought he was wonderful. I mean, the songs and the music he wrote.
Would you ask him to sing?
Yes, yes, if he would. And you see, I'm a bit of a lovey. Dame Judi Dench.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think she's a remarkable
She's
actress.
lovely. Wonderful, wonderful actress.
And being the lazy person I am, I could get up and I could prepare the meal and I'd hear all this wonderful conversation going on whilst I was
spoilt.
Yes, and I could be busy in the kitchen preparing a meal and hearing all this wonderful conversation.
Can I come? 'Cause I quite
Of
like
course
that.
you can, Mel. Of course you can.
Blue sky thinking, Jan. You know, no limits on your thinking for Western. What would you put in place
Really?
in a heartbeat?
In a heartbeat, I refer to it as the pool. I would so love to see that up and running again.
Yeah.
Also, one other iconic building that we have in Weston, wouldn't you love to see the old pier brought back to life?
Absolutely.
Not to compete with Kerry Michael's pier.
It would be a completely
but
different thing.
entirely
wouldn't it?
different, where fishing could take place at the end of the pier. I remember walking along the old pier and all the fishermen out there. And also the white funnel fleet coming in, doing the day trips from the old pier. I would just love to see it brought back in its full Victorian glory. I really would.
Fantastic. Now, this brings me to my final question. One of my passions, as you probably know, because a little bird tells me you sat and watched all the previous interviews.
Yes,
before
absolutely.
This one. Good for you. Is young people, what would you say to young people watching today that maybe have low aspirations for themselves? How would you motivate them to truly believe they have a voice in this nation and in this town to get involved in local politics?
I would encourage them with all my heart to get involved with the Youth Council. It's so professionally run that the youngsters that run it are so professional and are so guided by it. And I'd encourage any of the youth to join it. If not,
how could they do that then? On a practical note.
On a practical note, go into Barcode, because it's actually run from Barcode.
Right.
And have a word with Kevin, who's running Barcode, or phone Grove House, and they will put them in touch with the Youth Council.
And what if they feel a bit intimidated by these young people who are very professional? What if that's a bit of a block? What would you say to them then?
They started off as ordinary youngsters from comprehensive schools, from the college, and think about new councillors. It's a learning curve. We all have to join something, and we all have to get a courage and learn. Maybe it's just to go to meetings, sit, watch, listen.
Right.
And then as you become more confident, you can view your views.
Yeah.
But go for it.
Right.
And I'd say to any youngster, don't sit back. Aim for the stars. You know, the world's a big place.
Yeah.
It's a very big place and it's there for you.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic. Jan, it's been a real pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you very
coming in
much,
today.
Mel. Thank you.
And I know you've got a bad cold, so double thanks.
Thanks very much, Mel.
Well, that's it from Coffee with the Councillor. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Please email in any questions you have, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.